Assemble process of single-story sloped roof modular house. Light steel structure parts. First, basic lineation. In order to guarantee the installation prefab house, the most basic overall the first, and the future of suspended ceiling, the laying of bricks not be affected. We must ensure that this lineation process of accuracy. Lining along the front wall and the gable with center where fixed a point, measuring 3 meters in the front wall and due mark, measured to 4 meters in the gable and due mark. Correct bracing interfered between the two tacks, be adjusted for 5 meters and 2 lines crossed to 90 degrees. Lining the gable as modular house size 5.56 meters or 6.24 meters. Calculate the whole house length as front wall line according to the following formula: 3.6 meters multiply room number plus 0.60 meters. Use the front wall line as points to measure the back wall line position. Second, fix up ground channel. According to the gable size of the modular house, selected corresponding ground channel and placed along the inside of the gable line. Front and back walls to selected 5.39 meters channel should be placed first. And finally, to 1.8 meters added, also neatly placed along the front and back wall inside. To hold the set-aside bolt holes on the ground channel with turn drill and fix up with expansion bolts. Third, front and back wall column and beam for roof connections. Taking one front wall column and one back wall column put into the place of the beam for roof, and so on. All columns and beams are all connected into a combination. Fourth, put up the combination of columns. According to the orientation of the front and back walls, put up the combination of columns and reinforcement. Bolt the column to ground channel connection with the bottom plate and tighten. Using braces and ring beams, connect the combination of columns as a whole. Connect the bracing for rain shelter with front wall columns and ring beams. Put up corner columns for 2 gables and all gable columns. Meanwhile, fit together with side beam for roof, then connect to the 2 sides combination of columns. Last, put corner purlin to beam of roof and bracing for rain shelter. Fifth, installation of door frames. According to the requirements of the drawings, place the door frame in a specific location and adjust the door within or outside direction. Side of the door frame and the placement of the side columns. Self-drilling screw penetrated from the other side of the column together. And use a 7.5 cm self-drilling screw connect the bottom of the door frame with ground channel. Sandwich panel parts. First, installation of front wall, back wall, and gable wall. It needs adjusted a tile. It needs adjusted tilt of the whole frame and correctly place the waterproof foot piece. Insert the panels from the top side of the 2 columns one by one. According to the way that from down to up, big mouth down, small mouth up. Connect the panels together. So after installation of 3, to reach the column height. In this process, pay attention to put foot pieces for windows and install windows in accordance with drawings. Drilling with 10 cm self-drilling screw fixed to the windows on both sides of the column, and pay attention to the door panels and door head panels to install. Second, install color steel tile rain shelter. Drilling with the 2.5 cm self-drilling screw fixed color steel tile to rain shelter corner purlins. This process should be noted that the outer edge of the uniformity of color steel tile can pull the middle of the straight line. The steel tile installed along the straight line method. Third, install roof panel. Before roof installation, make a precise final alignment of the overall house and correctly place the foot pieces under eaves to top up the front and back walls. Let the 120-degree angular foot pieces under eaves are curved upward. to ensure airtight housing after roof installation. In the gable roof at about 15 centimeters should be set aside in order to prevent rain splashing into the house and ensure the overall aesthetics. Ridge within the same time put away, followed by installation of roof and affixed to corner purlins by self-drilling screw. After installing the roof, the combination of the two roofs to install buckle head with rivets and both sides of the roof covering the gap at the ridge with rivets. Finally, find the leak hole self-drilling screw marked or ridge tile gaps with neutral gas glue. This process also should be noted that the uniformity of the outer edge of the roof and the installation sealing of buckle head and ridge tile to ensure the waterproof housing and drainage performance after roof installation. When installing roof with 7.5 cm self-drilling screw and need add exclusive waterproof leather cushion and iron cushion. Fourth, Reppy eaves. Use Reppy eaves sealed up leakage sandwich side of the installed roof and drilling with the 10 cm self-drilling screw fixed, so the sandwich material can be effectively protected from damage and improve the overall appearance of the house. Fifth, installation of interior partitions. According to drawings, fix the channel iron to the ground, knit two partitions. Then put the partition panels to the channel iron and fix up. Fix the top of the partition panels to the bottom of the beam for a roof with buckle. Sixth, installation of the door with a hinge connecting the door and door frames and fixed with rivets. Finally, install the lock and the keyhole in the door frame. Seventh, gluing, tearing up the protective film from the windows, sealing the four sides of the windows and the outside of the footpiece for windows with neutral gas glue in order to prevent rainwater along the footpiece gap into the room. In order to prevent rainwater along the junction of the ground and ground channel into the room, doing the ground or laying floor tiles, it should let the indoor horizon 3 to 4 centimeters above the outdoor. Such a single-story new slope roof modular house had been installed.